Hi everyone, this is Becca from Watch Becca Plan, and we're going to do some updates and a flip through because I've changed some things and just like an end of the month kind of thing. I have been setting up for 2026, so my plan at this point is to stay in this planner. I really love everything about this planner. It's really working for me. The dailies are working. The notes section is working. I really like not having, I've tried to have a separate reading journal and it just doesn't work for me. So I need to have like my book stuff in here. I need to have like, I am a one planner person. I have tried to have multiple planners and I just forget that they exist. I'm having that issue with the index card system right now. Like I'm at the point now where I've used it enough and I just forget that it exists. So I'm trying very hard to keep using it and working with it and trying to get myself back on track with it. But I'm also looking at other ways to I don't think I'll ever get rid of that system because it is extremely helpful with like phone calls and organizing information that otherwise would go in my planner. But I probably have opened it once a week for like the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I just haven't been using it as much as I should. So maybe I have been doing, I write the dates that I do things on it. So I will go through once a week and I will write the dates of the things that I did that week and look at my daily pages and write it on the cards so that that information stays current. But I just don't look at it every morning anymore. So far my plan for 2026 is this year, and these are my stickers from Honeybee Shop. I'll link her down below. I absolutely love it. She had a $2 Tuesday with her vinyl stickers, and I got some. I absolutely love them. So this book is my notes book. It has my reading tracker in it. I've done a flip through of this in previous videos if you'd like to see it in full detail. Nothing has changed in this book. It's all the same. It's just added new information, like new project list, because there's grid paper back here. Added new things in that section, but none of it's important. So this book is great. It's very big because I printed this whole book. Every page in this book is a printed insert from me. Whether it's the grid paper I printed or the inserts for my books and stuff like that, I have printed all of that. So the paper is, I just use Walmart copy paper, like basic 20-pound copy paper from Walmart. It's nothing special. It just is inexpensive because I test out and test print a lot of inserts. So it is inexpensive and I can get it readily. It's right there at Walmart when I pick up my groceries. I just put a ream of paper on there. It is so easy to get and it's not very expensive. So I like using that. The only problem with that paper is that it's very thick. So for next year, what I wanted to do is, the other thing is also, once in a while on these book covers, I like to, when I get enough of them, because I normally glue them in, like as you can see, like some of them are falling, I will reprint this and put them back in as printed. So like some of these are printed and then like right here it starts where I glued in the book cover. So every once in a while I like to go through, because it makes it a way less bulky if it's already printed on here. So I will just go through this insert and drag the frame and drag the book into each of these and print them that way. And then I will continue to glue in, and then when I get enough more of the book covers, I will reprint this and it will not be as bulky. So at some point, probably halfway through the year, 3 months in the year, however far I am on books, I will reprint this. And so whatever is, when you have a book in standard TN, whatever is on that same page in the back has to go. So if I have notes back here that I want to keep in this book, but they're on the opposite page as this one, but in the back, I'm just going to either have to recopy that information, or I'm going to have to tape them together, which is what I have done on a couple of these pages. I think it's the book list pages. I just cut them down and taped them in because I was not rewriting all this information. So it makes it more difficult when I have notes in this. So for 2026, what I'm thinking is I got a A5 Stology notebook, and I cut it. I got this idea from Where Did Brit Go on Instagram. She told me to do this, and it was the best idea. I love it. It's such a good idea. So she got a Stology, and she cut it down, and she just unbound the pages in the book and then put them together in a TN book. So that way you have note paper, but it's not very thick. It's very thin paper. It's, you know, Stology paper. And so what I did is I took the cover. I got a half-year book, and so I took the cover and I creased it down the middle with my bone folder thing, and I made a cover for it. So when I cut down the pages, I also cut down this cover. So that way the whole book is very cohesive. And then if I run out of paper in this, I have the whole rest of the half-year A5 in there. I can just replace these pages because I don't bind any of my books. So this is going to be my notes book for 2026. And I can just continue to use this cover and change out the paper if I need to. So that's that, which I don't normally change out the notes paper. It usually just stays in there, so I think I'll be good. And then I have my my inserts that I use, which are the same as this. So this is my Stuff book. It has my master grocery list, just like last year, my product usage, and then my Pokemon TCG Pocket, and then my reading section. And I added in my reading goal, which I did in 2025. I did back here in pen. And so I have my goal and my key for overall rating and spice level. And then I just have a spot where, like, in 2026, I want to read blank books. Then I have my future releases, which I really liked this year to have it right there. So when I'm doing my monthly pages, I can just take this information and put in my monthly page. My book covers, and I made it so that the book covers were in the middle. So at this point, if I feel like I'm going to read more books this year, I can add another page right here of just book covers. And then I have, so book covers and then book log. This year I used 3 of these pages, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm on the 3rd page right now. So two pages front and back. So I don't think I will read this many books next year. So I did 4 pages, 2 pages front and back, because I read a lot this year, a lot of smaller books this year, and I didn't read 4 full pages of this. So I highly doubt next year I will need more than this. But if I need to, I can add more pages because I don't bind anything. And then I have my Paleo stuff. So I just have Potato Pod list. This is all the NPCs and their friendship levels and the romance levels and different gifts you can give them every week. And then I have my list of recipes that I have, and if I cooked it, obtained, cooked, and star cooked. So that's that. And then extra graph paper back here so that because they update stuff a lot, so if anything gets added, I can have that information added. So this is going to go in place of this book in the front next year. So I will have my inserts and my graph paper up here in there, and I think I'm going to take these 2 and put a jump band on them and slide them under this cover. I think that's what I'm going to do at this point. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that I liked having the notes up here, and I liked having these inserts in here. So that solves those 2 problems. And if anything needs to be replaced in there, I don't have to take out notes pages to rewrite that information. I just have to take out this information. So that will really help. So this is all the same. This book up here, it's all the same as the last time. Oh, and I did, this is from Honeybee Shop. This was on her freebie sticker page from her shop. And then this is in Fuku Design on Instagram. I will tag her down below. She has an Etsy shop and it's espurr. And not a lot of people make espurr art, so I had to buy that. And then we're getting into my dailies. So this month, oh, also these stickers. I shared on Instagram that I was printing and cutting these. These are from Plan So Cute. She's one of my favorite printable sticker shops on Etsy. She had a sale going and I wanted some holiday stickers. These were like $1.50 for the cut file. And then you just print it out on your sticker paper and you cut it out on your Silhouette or Cricut. And you can print them as many times as you want versus buying, you know, a sheet of stickers for $3. It's super cost effective. And all the cut lines are on it already. You literally just load it into your Silhouette program and set your blade settings for your sticker paper and cut, and that's it. So everything is done for you. It's so nice. I love printable stickers. So, and I have like a very old Silhouette. I have the original Silhouette portrait. So like, and it's still kicking. So it's worth it. So I got Halloween. I got 2026 New Year's. This thing, I think I'm going to take the image and blow up and put on that, one of my inserts for 2026. Or to make it a sticker or something, like a vinyl waterproof sticker or something, so I can stick it in my front pouch because it's just so cute. This is these two were together. So one page is the little character. I love the little pumpkin pie guy with the little dollop of whipped cream on top. He's so cute. Oh, and there's a little pumpkin spice latte, and a little wagon, and apples. It's just so adorable. And then these are just like little scene things. And then these are the Christmas ones I got. I love the little lights. Oh my god, it's so cute. Little Rudolph, little Rudolph, and it's the little gingerbread guy. It's so adorable. I love her stickers. Her little character is so cute. And then she also, in that file, had these tabs. These will be great for like a countdown to Christmas or something. I think it's, what is it, 12? Yeah, 12 days of Christmas. That would be perfect. So those are going to get used quite a bit. And then starts my dailies. These are from Marcia Bramucci on Etsy. So this month I changed things up for October and I went with a different daily. These dailies have a weekly planner and then it goes into your dailies. I have decided to switch back to my normal daily pages that I've been using for a long time that is not the right book. This is the right book. For November. I'm going to go back to these. The only reason why is because I was trying to plan this week, today. I got it all done, and I've been journaling. Let me show you last week. I've been journaling in this section here, which is really nice. I really like it. It's very, it was a use for this section. I didn't have another use for it. I just literally needed a weekly overview. So this was a great use for this area. But when I was planning this week, I realized that in the November book, I'm going to have to plan the exact same week all over again in this next book. And I mean, that's just, this is next week. Next week is the one. I'm going to have to plan at the end of the month, if there's like days that go into the next month, which oftentimes there are. I don't think there are in November. So what I was doing is I figured out that I am going to have to plan this week all over again in the new booklet, or I'm gonna have to carry this one around or tape this in here or something. And I'm journaling on here, so like I'm either gonna journal to here and then not have these 2 days, and then on this week just have these 2 days. I got halfway through it and I'm like, I really don't want to do this. So, and the books are bigger, like thicker than the other inserts, so like I was having a lot of trouble fitting it in my little cardboard folder thing here because it's so much thicker. So I decided that I was just going to switch back to my other dailies. They work perfectly well. They're not, I don't know. I like the design a little bit more with the giant number, the bold number. I don't usually use this very much, but the other option she has is having these checkboxes go all the way up here. But I can't remember exactly what the design is like, but it's these checkboxes all the way up, and I think it's just this section. But I like having this section over here if this runs over. I also have been finding that a lot of days, some days I do use a lot of the daily, but a lot of days I don't. I don't need that much room in this area. Like, I don't need, some days I do and some days I don't. And I know for a fact that this daily can handle however much I have. Even if, you know, like task-wise, it can handle it. It has a note section. So what I'm thinking is, for journaling, instead of having it on that weekly, I'm going to put it down here. Because usually down here I just have like all-day events and my reading. Like what my progress was in my book. Like I read this book from this page to this page. That's usually my the only things I have down here. So I have a lot of room down here that I could use for journaling. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I don't know, I just really like this daily. It's a smaller book, the whole month fits in it, and she just released the 2026 version of these, and after this week I'm going to decide whether I want to stick with these for 2026 or if I want to try something else. But these ones I liked having the weekly. I liked that this information was here. But I found other ways to track that information. The journaling goes on the daily pages, and then I have my weekly tracker is going to go here, and then I have, is it up here? I have these. So these are sticky notes that I made, and one of the things I really love, there used to be this shop called Paper and Cats, and a lot of people still use her inserts because they have them from when she was open. She's not open anymore. But she had this monthly section at the end of she'd have her 2-page monthly, and then she'd have a tracker. And I modeled my cleaning tracker that I have as a freebie up in my shop after that insert. Hers was on 2 pages, and I wanted it on 1 page. But one of the things that she was so genius, absolutely genius, was having a monthly weekly tracker. So this is all of October's, and you have the week numbers. So anything that you need to get done once a week, but every week in the month, can go on here. So I have all my cleaning tasks on here, and then every week that I get that task done, I can just check it off. So that information that is in here on this weekly, all of this weekly cleaning is going to go on that sticky note. I'm going to have the weekly tracker on here. Dinners are already in my monthly. And I'm going to use Post-it notes for all of this. This is all in my dailies already. This was just, last week it was a project breakdown. Like things I needed to do, but I didn't know what day I was going to do it on. That all is going to just go on sticky notes if I don't put it on a certain daily page. So it won't have any issues. That information can all just be moved to other places. So we have no problem with that. The other new thing is, so that's next month and 2026 so far. That is the plan at this point. So I had, do I have it right here? Oh, yeah. So I had this printable from Peanuts Planner Co. And this is available in her shop as a printable. It's like a little fold-out thing, and you can have your weekly schedule, like just a basic weekly schedule, and then your monthly, weekly, and daily planning routines. So I filled it out with my planning routine, And I really liked it, but it's really hard to figure out where to put in here, because when I do it like that, it bulks up the pages and stuff. So I didn't like it like that, so I put it like that in my folder. And then it's not easily viewed every day, and it's kind of tucked away where I won't see it. So what I did was I took the information from this and I put it on a note card. So this is my like planning routine type situation on a note card. So I have my monthlies. So this is what I need to add to my monthly insert. I need to set up my monthly mood tracker, and then I need to set up my daily pages for the month. That's all my monthly planning. My weekly planning is like making sure that the dailies for the next week are set up, and doing like migrating tasks from last week to next week, and making sure that anything that didn't get done is either migrated to somewhere where it will get more likely done. It's not just hiding on a page somewhere. Like, those tasks need to go somewhere and, you know, be more seen than they would be where they are currently. So task migration, setting up a new habit tracker sticky note, since I'm going to be doing that, meal prepping, trash day prep, all that stuff that needs to be added in every week to my dailies needs to go in, and just reviewing the week and how it went. And then my daily planning. So I have AM and PM. I put on here go through cards and add tasks, but I don't know how. I don't know if I'll be doing that. It might happen. I'm not 100% sure. The weather. So I know what my son needs to wear. Does he need to wear a winter coat? Does he, we're at that time in the fall now where like we don't really know what the weather's doing or how it's going to behave that day. It could be 30 degrees all day. It could be 50. You know, we just don't know. So I have been working on that. So that's just the daily AM and PM. And then on the other side, I have my icon key, which is all the icons I use for my like list and stuff. These dailies already have the boxes, so I don't really need the task ones that much. But if I'm just planning on a grid insert, I usually use a dot as a task. And if I'm on something else, sometimes I'll use X's, or not X's, but boxes for a task. So I have both of those on there. Appointments, events, canceled, complete, migrated note, subnote, and then for my monthly insert, the teardrop shape is mine, anything related to me, and the hexagon shape is anything related to my son. And then I have my color code key here with my mild liners that are in my pen case. And then I have my little today marker, and then it just stays right here. And it marks off my today. And this information is always right here, where I will see it, where it will be used, where I will be able to pay attention to it more so than stuck somewhere in a folder. And I shared on Instagram a reel on how I made these tabs. They're just paper tabs from Walmart, and I just cover them in permanent marker and then write on them with white gel pen. I have to go to Kroger today. But, so that's the dailies. What else do I got back here? Still doing these things. Still haven't taken care of those. These are information and stuff for my son's school. We had a couple date changes. So in here I have my sticky note, and I just ordered my actual espurr Pokemon cards from eBay. I am so excited. This one, I got this one, and this one a reverse hollow, and then I got the one that I used to have up here in an actual Pokemon card. I just printed that Pokemon card out because I didn't want to dive through packs of Pokemon cards to find one. So I ended up finding these on eBay for like $1. So I finally got actual Pokemon cards for espurr. And then that's when I found that on eBay. So And then in here I have stickers. These are the stickers I've been sending out in my orders for freebies this time, is little potato, not, they're, I may be a little, and then whatever the animal picture is, or whatever the fruit, or whatever, I may be a little whatever, but, you know, and then it's some little punny thing that's related to it. This is from Honeybee Shop. This is something I made. This is, I got a stamp set on clearance at Michael's. I don't know where it is. It is the skeleton, and it's, so it's the skull, the rib cage, the pelvis, and then it's all the parts of the skeleton, and you have to put it to, like, you have to stamp it together in whatever position you want to stamp it in. So, like, you could do a pile of bones down here and just stamp all of them in a pile. But I did it on just a piece of notebook paper, because I didn't know how well I would do at this, lining them all up. I think I did okay, but he was just cute, so I stuck him in there. I'm not 100% sure where this is from, but I will link it down below. And then I have my monthly book. So these are going good. I added in, I think I added these since the last time I filmed a video. I added in little monthly tabs. This is the Germany font on the Brother P-Touch Label Maker font list. It's the Germany font. It makes it like a kind of gothic. So this was last month. No, this is this month. This is October. So this is October. I have my meals over here and just major things, and I have them highlighted for color coding purposes. I have all that stuff. And then this is November so far. I don't have much going on at this point. It usually fills up as the month goes. Then I have January. And then I have my mood tracker, October and November. And then I have a picture of my son in the back here, so I won't do that. This one I found at Five Below, and it's a cartoon. It's a lot like Steven Universe. And I can't remember the name of it right now. Bee and Dog Cat or something like that. I can't remember. Ugh. I don't remember. But I just thought that was so cute. Grumpy Kitty. So then I started watching the cartoon a little bit. And then back here I have my Minimal Planner dashboard. Personal size fits very well in here. So I just print dashboards like this in personal size and put them in. And then this heart thing is from Honeybee Shop. And then I have the zipper pouch back here with my little note from Honeybee Shop. And my book covers. And Band-Aid and bus information and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the flip through. I think I did everything. I did find the ghosty book, list pads at Walmart. I also found Christmas sticky notes from Post-it. So I got these two. They were in the stationery section. I posted a picture on my Instagram if you want to see the exact location where it was. But I just thought these were so cute. So I got these two. I wanted one that was very Christmassy and very wintry. So like I could use it all winter long. So I got these two. And they're just small little Post-its. So that's cool. But yeah. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And I'll talk to you guys later.